Just from the title, you may be thinking to yourself, what do I have to be grateful for? I don't know your situation. I don't know who you are, but I bet you I can think of 10 things that you can be grateful for right this very moment. And I bet if you think about it, you can too. And today we're going to talk about starting a gratitude journal. What is it? Why keep it? Where to get them? And how to do it. So what is a gratitude journal? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a journal that you write in on a regular basis where you jot down the things that you're grateful for at the end of each day. It's that simple. Keeping a gratitude journal can actually increase your overall feeling of happiness. It can reduce symptoms of stress, depression, and actually increase a more euphoric overall feeling of well-being. And that's pretty cool if you ask me, for just a silly little book that has a few little lines in it. Now, as far as what journal to get, well, honestly, that's not really that important. There are some very specific gratitude journals out there that will give you prompts or have specific small portions for each day. Then there's, of course, just line page journals, blank journals. Some are dated, some have a place for you to add the date. Overall, though, it's really not important what one you get. What's really important is that you just get started. But I know that sometimes when you're not used to doing something, it can be hard to figure out what to do. So I'll link a few that I've used over the years in the description. So just take a look down below. So that brings us to how, which is actually the meat of this video. And how is actually pretty easy too. Just write down something that day which you're thankful for. But I know that that's easier said than done, especially for those of us who might not be writers, me. So I have a few ideas at the very end of the video, some prompts for you, but there are a few guidelines, so to speak, that you might want to follow. And listen, you don't have to follow all 10 of these, okay? You can follow one, you can follow two, you can grab a couple of them, you can mix it all up. But these are just some basic guidelines that you want to think about when you're writing in a gratitude journal. So the first one is, don't write the same thing every day. It's great that you're thankful for your home. That's wonderful. But every day? No, definitely not. Which really kind of leads me to number 2, which is to be creative. So when I say be creative, you can think about the nice meal, about the fun holiday that you had. And then you might want to add pictures or receipts or anything like that. And I've got to be honest with you, I don't do the pictures and receipts. It just wasn't my thing. I do mine right before bed, and honestly, I don't feel like getting out the pictures and the receipts and the glue sticks and blah. It's just not for me. But there are those of you who are really into scrapbooking. I used to be. I just don't have time anymore. And this might be a really fun way for you to add to your gratitude journal. Number 3, time of day. Well, like I said, I usually do mine at bed, and this is because it's the last thing I think about before I go to bed, and that's something positive. But honestly, you can do it any time of day. Maybe you're the type of person who wants to have something positive first thing in the morning. Hey, that's great. So maybe you journal about your evening or your day before. That's totally fine. Number 4, be clear about what you are writing. So I'm going to go back to the house example. I'm really happy for my house. Well, that's really not clear about why you're happy for it. So maybe you might want to write, I'm so happy that I have my home because today I wasn't sure how I was going to pay the mortgage, and in the mail was the exact amount that I needed to pay my mortgage for this month. Now that's super clear. Number 5. However, we also want to focus on people around us, not just the things that we have in our life. Make sure you're adding the really nice cashier that made your day, or maybe your husband came up behind you or your wife and gave you an unexpected back rub for just a minute. Those are things to be grateful for. Number 6, keep all negativity out of this book. This is a gratitude journal, not a gratitude journal, but. So, hey, today was a really great day, but, are you getting my picture? Now, number 7, we all have terrible days where we can't think of anything to write. The whole day just went, right? And that's okay. Those are the days that you can be a little less specific. Maybe you're just thankful for your mom. Maybe you're just thankful for your spouse or your child, or maybe just thankful for your job. That's okay. But again, that has to go back to number 1 and number 2. Don't be repetitive, and also be creative. Number 8, get personal. So this is going to sound weird, but hear me out. Be grateful for the negative outcomes that never happened because you were able to escape them. So you might be saying, what does that mean? So let me give you an example. I'm so grateful. Today, a car was coming toward me and I was able to swerve away and not hit anybody, not ruin my car, and nobody was hurt. So there's a negative that was able to go into a positive. Number 9, be consistent. It doesn't have to be daily. It can be weekly. It can be on the weekends. It can be daily. It can be whatever you decide. The thing is that we want to be consistent with it. Consistency makes a habit, which leads me into number 10. Give it time to become a habit. A habit can take anywhere from 30 days to actually 100 days for the habit to form. So please give it a little bit of time. Now I'm gonna pull over my handy dandy piece of paper here because I want to give you a few prompt ideas. And these I have not memorized. I use them as well sometimes when I'm kind of struggling to figure out what to put in my gratitude journal. Maybe it's one of those days that was, right? So let me read these to you. Number 1, what is one thing I am thankful for myself? So let me read that again. What is one thing I'm thankful for about myself? So something that you have done in your life, or just you, whatever, thankful for about myself. Number 2, what is something I am doing well in? Number 3, did I do something nice for someone today? How about number 4, did someone do something nice for me? Number 5, write one thing that is positive about a stressor in your life. So a stressor could be something at work that stresses you out all the time, but there's something positive about it. Number 6, think about a person you admire and write about it. Number 7, name something that always puts a smile on your face. Number 8, name a way you can be kinder tomorrow. Number 9, name off an accomplishment. Number 10, write about a place that you visited. Number 11, write about something physically beautiful, like your rose bushes or your 55-foot tree in your backyard. Yes, I have both of those. Number 12, write about what made you laugh today or what makes you laugh. Number 13, write about a meal. Number 14, write a thankful thing from your childhood. Oh, that's a good one. 15, each day take one family member and write what you're grateful for about them. So maybe Monday is mom, Tuesday is husband, Thursday, and so forth. Or I think Wednesday comes after Tuesday. Number 16, who are the top 3 people you are thankful for today? Number 17, for the end of the month or the end of the quarter or maybe the end of the year, write about the top highlights for that month, quarter, or year. Or you could even do that weekly. Number 18, for the end of the month, Write 3 things that you love about your body. Maybe it's 3 things that you love about your home, your job, maybe it's your family. I think you're kind of getting the picture. I hope these prompts will help you, and I will write them out in the description as well so you can print them out and copy and paste them. You can see there are a lot of things you can write about in your journal. It can be short and sweet, like 1 or 2 words. It can be a couple sentences. It could be huge amounts of paragraphs, or it could be a whole book. I have a writer friend, and I'm sure that she could come up with quite a bit to write about. It's really up to you. And just do me a favor, give it a try for a month and see if it doesn't start making you feel a bit more thankful and grateful for the things that you really do have in your life. Maybe it's going to make you a little bit happier, nicer sleep, better dreams. I don't know, but give it a try. I know it worked for me. Look, I'm Kristen Nitz. I'm with Big Bone and Broken. And if you really enjoyed this video and other videos to see more like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. But until then, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay wise.